So, test, Culture, you're there.
Yep.
Ah, okay. How come? Jesus Christ, this is gonna be one of the messiest cast ever seen in history. We just got a 2 minute notice that we're gonna cast this game, and I just hopped into OBS. The stream should be online right now. I hope we can all be heard in join Dota TV. Yeah, we should be. So anyway, welcome guys. This podcast is brought to you by Heflatv. I'm Heflatv, and with me comes Culture, the most chaotic cast ever incoming. Culture, talk about the draft, and I fix the rest.
Yeah, okay, well, whatever team, Super Laget is their name, I think, the dire side team. They went with the Invoker as well as the Ember Spirit ban. The Invoker quite common there, and in at least the Western scene, the Ember Spirit is quite often banned as well. Of course, the Extreme XPC, they went for the AA ban as well as the Nyx, so quite common support bans by them as well. And even the picks are really usual for the Western scene. The Doombringer as well as Dazzle picked up by Super Laget. So Dazzle, of course, to just keep everybody alive with the Shadow Wave, as well as give them some minus armor aspect or plus armor for themselves with the Weave. Whereas Extreme XPC, going for the Batrider, just some extremely potent initiation coming out from that hero once he gets his Blink Dagger. So just lock one hero down, kill him before he can do anything, and a Doombringer or the Dazzle both are very nice targets for that.
Yep, definitely. I'm still fixing all this stuff, but yeah, so far I definitely like the draft. Like Doom Dazzle, that also leaves a lot of space for additional picks on top of that. Like we saw a couple Dazzle Slaughter combinations, and I always like to see that. For XPC, I think we gotta get a bit the history hammer out there. We've been casting XPC for the entire D2 row Spring Cup Group A or Group B it was, and those guys, like, they played an amazing Dota so far. Like, I really liked what I saw there. Very organized, discipline. Their draft was always solid, and they also qualified for the main event as far as I remember. So yeah, you're gonna see those guys not just here in the Gigabyte challenge, you're gonna see them as well in the Dota 2 row Spring Cup. So yeah, I'm looking forward, especially to XPC here.
Yeah, they did play really well, and I'm also looking forward to it. Hopefully, of course, I mean, they will get a little bit more resistance than they did in the qualifiers for the Spring Cup, because they just breezed through the bracket pretty much there.
Yep.
But actually, we see a Slardar ban now by Extreme XPC, which, well, a pretty decent ban considering that Super Laget already have Dazzle for them, so not too surprising there.
Yep, like the Slaughter ban, definitely not a surprise there. And the Naga Siren comes out instead, so yep, they take away the Slaughter. That opens this little window for the Naga Siren. I definitely like this setup, even though we saw a couple teams like that weren't I don't know, I think they had some communication problems where the Naga ultimate was interfering with damage over time spells, like for example the Doom, also like the Dazzle ultimate going pretty much into Nirvana. So the question is, yep, do we see nice team play coming out here, yes or no? I mean, so far I'm quite happy for XPC's Rubik, because what he can steal there is already abundance of spells. Like stealing the Doom would be a huge thing. Stealing something from Dazzle, well, the three most common spells he's gonna use, definitely something worth to steal. It definitely helps in the team fight. And of course, having the Naga song, or even having this ensnare, is definitely big. What you don't want to get is, of course, the illusions and the Riptide. Well, it would be quite some damage, but yeah, it's not really worth the stay. In the meantime, we see Windrunner and the Weaver being picked up.
Yeah, I mean, the Weaver, really annoying hero with the Sukuchi. Then again, Rubik can like almost 100% steal the Sukuchi, which is like the best spell for a Rubik to steal almost. So the Rubik probably going to be quite happy about this fact. And so far, Extreme XPC, I mean, have lockdowns on all of their heroes. So usually you want to pick the Weaver when your enemy doesn't have any lockdown, maybe slows, but Weaver doesn't care about them. So Weaver already has to be extremely careful not to actually get stunned out. Especially the max level shackle can hurt him quite a lot.
Yep.
And now, I mean, XPC
Enigma.
even more lockdown with the black hole.
I
It's
like it.
well, if they get a Juggernaut now as well, it will look quite a lot like Navi at TI2 versus IG.
Yeah, definitely. What's the full name of the challenge? Is it Gigabyte Challenge or is it just
Yeah,
Gigabyte, right?
it's
Gigabyte.
Gigabyte Challenge.
Yeah, because I have to name. Sorry, guys, for all those who were waiting today for 19 CET and 20 CET, like the D2 Row Spring Cup. Everything got postponed to tomorrow. So all those people who wanted to see on Heflatv Flipside playing or Übels, like all the Germans who waited for Heflatv free, that Übels is gonna play there. It's not gone. It's just happening tomorrow. And since we know a very nice guy who brought us now into Gigabyte, instead of casting anything, we just got this little assignment, and we are happy about it. So shout out to Omicron there as well.
Yeah, really nice that we get to cast something at least. Otherwise, I would have like waited for nothing the whole day
Yeah,
long.
it's like our 1920 assignment. We do that already for 2 weeks. It's like what to do with my life if there's no Dota to cast. Oh my
Indeed.
god.
And last band's coming out, Slark, coming out by Super Laget. Oh, it's so hard to remember the team name when it's not written up there.
Yep, but I have it now on stream. I think, yeah, the stream
Yeah.
data is now updated. So guys, you see definitely what it's all about. It's Gigabyte Challenge and playing is XPC versus Super Laget. They forgot to put up the logo for them, but yeah, that's not big of a deal. In the meantime, we see the Death Prophet coming, and yeah, now we have overall setup to talk about for Laget there.
Yeah, Laget, I mean, they have a pretty well-rounded lineup. They have push, they have minus armor, just some right click as well. Weaver definitely being one of the heaviest hitters just due to his Geminate attack. And now they have a pretty decent amount of magic damage plus a mix of damage just from the exorcism as well. I think it counts, yeah, it counts as physical, so I mean, if there's loads of minus armor coming out from the Riptide, from the Weave, as well as the Swarm by the Weaver, this lineup is gonna hurt a lot. Then again, XPC.Int, just always the potential of a big black hole with the Shadow Fiend just going for the Requiem of Souls.
Yep, definitely. And we go for a fast introduction of the team, guys. At the moment, we see 3 people heading towards the offlane, so we're gonna see a aggressive try. This is Oleg on the Dazzle, Chesko, I guess, on the Weaver, and we have, I just say F Sai or F Say on the Naga. On the safe lane at the moment, we see a Doom. I'm not gonna pronounce this. And we have Vinny Vincento on the mid lane with the Death Prophet.
Got to love those names. As for XPC International, Massacre up on the Batrider heading for the solo off lane. Rasvan playing the Shadow Fiend in the mid lane. Bufni on the Enigma heading towards the jungle, I would guess. And Rubik on this, played by Sub-Zero. Almost actually ran into the Naga as well as the Dazzle, but
Yep.
nothing happened of it. And the last one is Feli97, a farming Windrunner on the safe lane.
Yep, that's definitely something I would like to see. Anyway, in the meantime, we see Enigma is definitely denying, is denying 1 creep, so a small advantage already going out there for the Shadow Fiend versus... Oh well, Naga was just saying hello there. Anyway, there's already starting to deward. We saw like a pretty conventional ward coming out here by XPC, but there already has been a sentry ward down, but no observers so far out, except for the one that just got dewarded. So warding wise, team's holding back at the moment.
Yeah, and wow, Dazzle now blocking a camp as well, making sure that the Enigma won't have a nice time. They're mod golems anyway, so that's not the best for the Enigma to get from the get-go. At least he will be able to just kill off the big camp, move towards the golems, and actually maybe get the golems with this set of Eidolons, but he loses one, so one replicate has been missed there, and that's quite unfortunate for the
And we
Enigma
already
to
see a
not
go here in the bottom lane.
Oh, yeah, they're going for the Rubik. They used the Ensnare already. They need a few more right clicks, but they won't get it. The Wind Run, actually, from the Wind Ranger, slowing down the movement speed of the Weaver so that he wouldn't get the right clicks. I mean, usually you maybe don't even see the Windrun's skill at first, if you're like at a dual lane, but very nicely done by him.
Yep, but I absolutely don't agree with you there. I think it was the wind run of the Windrunner, not of the Wind Ranger.
Oh god, man.
Anyway,
I
but yeah,
read
really
what
nice,
I see.
really nice to see that we have a triple block coming out here. Actually, no, it's just a dual camp block. The small camp is blocked. Like this camp is now blocked by a sentry as well, and the only vision at the moment coming out is for Super Laget on the bottom rune. And yeah, at the moment we have a dual lane versus a tri lane, so definitely a hard job here for the Windrunner. But both of the heroes, they get pretty fast away. But we already saw it was pretty close for the Rubik. So like the salve has been used, I think, on him. No, actually he ate up actually 2 tangos already. So at the moment the Windrunner under harass, but she can get out.
The
with-
Beavers coming in as well. They
Yeah.
didn't go for the ensnare. Just Windrun away in time, but yeah, she won't be a fun lane for him.
And at the moment in the mid, it's 7-1 for the Shadow Fiend, and surprisingly enough, the Death Prophet is actually on a 10-1, so small advantage there. And he also managed to pick up the rune simply because XPC doesn't have vision up at the moment, like nowhere. Like, do I miss actually Observer Ward? There is not even.
No,
a
it's on the Rubik.
Yeah, the Rubik still hangs on to this one Observer Ward. I mean, I don't know, maybe he was disappointed by the simple fact that, yeah, his ward already got dewarded, and I don't know, maybe he's hanging on simply for the fact that the Windrunner, if he's alone on that lane, might be absolutely in danger to get open on, because we have a Dazzle slow, quite some harass coming out. Dazzle not even picking up, yeah, a second skill yet. We have Riptide and the net already on the Naga, and of course the Weaver with Chikuchi and the Geminite attack, so this is really dangerous for a solo hero to be on that tri lane, so maybe he's just backing him up there and the ward is second priority. On the top lane, just look at the top lane, there's actually
Oh, yeah, but he's so slow now. 4 stacks of sticky napalm actually, but the creep wave attacking the Batrider, he has to back off. Does he have a bottle incoming? Yes, he does. What a timely bottle there.
Yeah, so he definitely can stay on lane, but the Doom already used like Scorched Earth, and yeah, it's, I mean, right now it's regening him up, and that's quite good for him, but he only got
Oh,
one
there's the
tank alive.
ensnare together with the poison touch on the Wind Ranger. The Shadow Wave comes out as well. The Windrun is able to keep her alive. Rubik just in case with the telekinesis as well, and another failed gank attempt.
Yep.
Or well, not even a gank, but just a kill attempt.
Yeah, and the Windrunner will get boots now with the next one. There's some blinks coming out from the Rubik. Yeah, I think the
Yeah.
Rubik saw the rotation. We finally see a ward coming
Yeah,
out.
they
here by
saw. He
XPC.
saw the smoke popping.
Yep, the smoke was used here by the Naga and Dazzle, and they rotate mid. And the Shadow Fiend being well aware of this. I mean, he bought a regeneration rune right now, so he should be fine with HP. But he definitely knows there's something coming. And also the Enigma. You see the Enigma being scared at the moment to go back into his jungle. So I think the smoke goes into nothing. Yep. And there's the
Yeah,
blinks coming out on the Rubik. They want the Rubik.
I think they do have to go for the Rubik because the Wind Ranger will just pop the level 2 Windrun, should be enough. And now Rubik goes for a right click on the Naga, gets Riptided up, no ensnare yet. They put it on nobody actually. So they just can't seem to find the openings for the time being, as the Wind Ranger, Windrunner, whatever, doesn't actually have the worst score in history, like 13-7 up against a 16-5 only on the Weaver actually. So definitely holding his own there.
Yeah, the problem about aggressive tri-lane is if the rotations on the tri-lane doesn't work, as we just saw, the smoke, this is 100 gold down the train, and they all share the experience. So the Weaver, sure, he gets quite some. Oh, I think they want to go on the Wind Ranger again. Yeah.
Yeah, the Sukuchi is there, ensnare not used. Actually, they go on the Rubik, but the poison touch went on the Wind Ranger. They couldn't decide on the targets. Now the telekinesis back, and Rubik, maybe he stayed for too long. The Swarm actually will finish him off. The Weaver getting the
and
first
at the
blood.
same time, the Windrunner focused on the Dazzle, gets the Dazzle kill, and in mid at the same time, Enigma and Shadow Fiend in combination go for the Death
Actually,
Prophet.
bottom lane, the Wind Ranger also getting in Naga Cyber and just man fighting a little bit. Now the Dazzle getting picked up. Fate Bolt is there, and the tri lane just wiped.
Yep, the Trident just wiped with a fast respawn of Rubik there. Rubik coming back, TPing instantly in, and yep, Weaver being out of mana for another Chikuchi, so that's pretty interesting. Unfortunately, we just got halved on the camera because all the kills happening at the same time on 3 different places on the map, but yeah, very nice play coming out there. The Wind Ranger knew the Rubik is gonna fall anyway, so he was going for the Dazzle, who already spent all his mana into like getting that Rubik in killable range, and at the same time they said like, okay, tri-lane fighting, the top lane is still doing work, so Enigma is free to gank on the Death Prophet, and yeah, they were successful. So Shadow Fiend now rotating top. Oh
Yeah, Batrider actually doomed up as well. He can't get away. He wasn't snared up. I think he might be safe. Maybe Shadow Fiend comes in from behind. 2 raises hit. A few more right clicks. The Scorched Earth actually healing him off a little bit, but he doesn't have a TP or anything, so should go down in the end. He's boxing himself in quite nicely, and now the TP away by the Shadow Fiend. There's the ensnare though. Will he go for something flashy? Some raises to maybe get the counter kill. 1 raise, 2 raises. Oh no! Yeah, he actually gets the kill as well.
Yep, but eventually falls to the Naga. But it's not too bad for the Shadow Fiend. He got 2 kills there, and well, the Naga finished him off. But still, 6-2 so far on the counter though. That's a nice start for XPC, even though they were under pressure, and they still are under pressure, but yeah, they do quite a decent job. Now, Batrider opening on the Naga, the 2 illusions of Shadow Fiend still helping out there.
Yeah, they actually might get the kill. The Firefly damage. He's there, 3 stacks of the sticky napalm, man.
Yep, very nice there. Like Shadow Fiend is dead, but still getting like at least the assist there on a kill with his illusions.
Yeah, and now Batrider only 300 gold away actually. A little bit less even from his Blink Dagger.
Yep,
and it will be like a 9-minute Blink Dagger, I would assume. That's pretty nice. I mean, like, not the fastest, but then again, he is the highest farmer in the game at the moment, so definitely looking pretty nice for XPC with the kill lead that they have.
And yep, Weaver just picked up PTs. What I wonder the most about at the moment is the Enigma. What is he going for? Is this a Blink Dagger rush? 1,500 gold at the moment up his sleeves. Question: Blink Dagger rush, yes, no, or is this a mech rather on him?
I mean, it depends on whether the Windrunner wants to get the mech, I would guess. But Windrunner finishing up the Bracer, so might be going for a drums, I guess. I mean, I wouldn't hate the mech on the Enigma, gives him a little bit more HP. And yeah, the Swarm actually flying out and snare on the Rubik now. They finally choose the right target, and the Rubik will fall as well. Gets the Fate Bolt on the Weaver. The Shackle was there as well, but he just time-lapsed away. Now TP coming in. There's the Shadow Fiend. Do they have slows or anything? Enigma is there as well. Can he get the Malphite? The Naga drops to 1 raise. Malphite is there on the Dazzle, and he should go down as well. The Shallow Grave just buying a little bit of time. He will fall in the end once it wears out. So Windranger getting the kill, and a 2-for-1 exchange once again.
And Doom and Batrider man fighting here. Firefly is
the Doom is actually there as well, but yeah, Batrider is definitely falling down, and Doom actually not dying. So man fight won by the Doom.
Yep, definitely. Like, I mean, Firefly was already up, and then Batrider got doomed. I think he might have, I don't know, the better choice was run away, force the Doom to go through Firefly, and hope the Doom is not killing you entirely. But he went into melee range of the Doom, and as we saw, he ate, or like he devoured, which is the official term. He devoured a Centaur, therefore having a stun. And yep, and all that clash happening on top and bot. The Death Prophet is using the time. Tower down. That's the first tier 1 to fall, and I think this is about time to show the graphs. We have 4,000 XP lead at the moment for XPC, so definitely in all those fights coming out on top. And on the second one, the gold craft, well, there was quite a lead, about 3,000 for XPC, but at the moment they're falling back, so yep. Super Laget starts to trade bit better. Now the tower coming there on top, so down to 2,000.
Oh, the telekinesis on the Weaver. Will there be a lasso? Nice shackle hit actually. Excellent coordination. The lasso comes out just after the time lapse, and this Weaver is in big trouble. A few more right clicks and Rubik gets the kill.
But the smoke rotation coming from the side now.
Oh, the snare on the Batrider Massacre going down. The Crypt Spawn doing a lot of damage. Riptide finishing it up. But the Death Prophet falls in return. Now Dazzle coming in as well. He might go down. Rubik out of mana. Song of the Siren though to save the Dazzle for the timing. Will there be a long range power shot? He has the magic wand. Magic wand is there. Windrun used as well. He really wants to kill. Misses with the power shot. Now ensnared up. One right click was not enough, but he might get the Naga after all. One more right click. Nope.
Oh my
Just
god.
falling short. And Weaver now on the chase. The Sukuchi, the last mana Rubik had just used, but Windranger, I think she will be going down.
That's
They
five
want to
sticks
kill the
charges.
swarm. A few more right clicks. 1, 2. Oh, it misses uphill, but still gets the
Yeah,
kill
but
with the
still.
Sukuchi.
And this is a dominating streak going towards the Windranger there. Pretty nice. Enigma at the moment, a bit greedy. Stays here in the lane, so he has to take care that he's safe from the Weaver plus whatever TP could come in. And by the way, our question is answered. Enigma has a mechanism done on him. And at the moment, yeah, Shadow Fiend is farming Ancients. He has now PTs done. And he's going for, yeah, that's Aquila actually. Like, he's not rushing the helmet, so that's actually surprising. So he wants a bit more stats, he wants some mana regen, some armor as well. So, yeah. Maybe a good choice, I don't know.
I mean, it's not bad to have one on your team, but a Ring of Basilius was already on the Windrunner, and Rubik steals himself an Exorcism. Oh god, he pops it as well. Do they want to turn this around?
Yep. The Rubik, I talked about it in the draft, like, he has the potential to really, like, steal high potent spells there, and he actually does it.
Just sloppy play coming out by Vinny Vincento. I mean, just use the creep swarm after. I guess there was no creep wave to use it on, so didn't just want to waste his mana on complete air. But Rubik, I mean, had a very nice timing for it and got it as well. And they might want to try to go for a counter push. Enigma is coming in as well. Actually hasn't even skilled up the black hole, maxing out Malphite as well as demonic conversions. It's not that bad considering that the black hole requires quite a lot of mana. Especially if you have the mech as well, you might even not have it, so just prioritizing the maximum of the Malphite as well as the demonic conversions. Because those conversions actually deal a lot of damage if they can right click freely.
Yep, definitely. And at the moment, to be honest, what I like the most about XPC is that they actually stand their ground in a dual lane versus a tri lane. So the tri lane, I already talked about it. If a tri lane goes well, it's pretty cool because it's a nice start into the game, especially if you have like chainable abilities and everything. But the tri lane kind of failed because for each and every kill they had, even though they got the first blood, but they every time they got a they had to swallow like a return kill. And we see opening
snare on the Windranger, Weaver coming in with the Sukuchi, but they might turn it around. I think they might get a few kills. Telekinesis was used already. Rubik getting mech'd up as well. The Weaver stunned out by something. The Batrider chasing the Dazzle, wants to get the lasso, gets it as well. There's the Firefly. Will there be any more? The Dazzle, yeah, doesn't even get the Shallow Grave off. Now Weaver on the run and should be safe, but once again,
very
Super
nice.
Laget, they want to go for something, they can't get it and give away something in return.
Yep, definitely. So it's not really working out. The problem is really the execution.
Oh, the Song of the Siren though might catch a couple. The Death Prophet is there. The Swarm used for the minus armor. Now double Crypt Swarm used as well, but they're still alive. And Snare on the Enigma. He goes down finally to the Shadow Wave. Yule's used on the Batrider. Rubik slowed down. The Shackle hits on the Dazzle though. The Firefly in the middle of everything. Finally, the Exorcism gets popped. It's level 2 as well. The Windranger has to be careful. But the Enigma buys back. He has the Black Hole now. Can he get it though? Doom is there, but he doesn't have enough mana.
Oh my god!
Oh, he finally dooms it. This Requiem of Souls went out, wrecking 3 heroes dead. The Shadow Fiend might drop in return. No, there's the Shackle onto 2 heroes
What
together
a
with the
shackle.
Telekinesis. The Power Shot unfortunately misses, but Doom is so slow. Now Shadow Fiend blinks back in. Massacre gets the kill on the Doom, and the Weaver only want to survive.
Oh my god, that was so evil. Like, that Shadow Fiend ultimate hit about 3 or 4 heroes there, all of them being slow, getting massive damage. And then the most unfortunate thing that could ever happen, like the last 2 survivors actually get shackled. The shackle actually latching between both of them, and then like just 5 heroes right clicking them. Oh my god, that was worst case scenario coming out there for Super Laget there. XPC.Int, A game. I have to say, those shackles, these are $1 million shackles.
Well, maybe not quite, but still, I mean, he's landing them quite perfectly. And I mean, if you get it on one hero up against a tree or maybe a creep or something, then that's good already. But if you manage to get 2 heroes in it, that's like a 2.25 second stun at the moment. It's only level 2, so could have been way worse, but catching 2 heroes with that, it's like the dream come true.
Yep, definitely.
And I think he or she, I mean, don't
And the
know
Bat
yet how
Rider
far.
tries to open on the Death Prophet, but the Yule Scepter is already coming, and that means Bat Rider has to go back. He was waiting here behind the trees, really sneaky little bat there, but yeah, he has to go back. But he's using his Firefly anyway. He farmed up the creep wave, and now he's farming even another camp there. So Bat Rider definitely, even out of a failed play there, he makes something. So I really like the efficiency he's coming out of him.
Yeah, and Wind Ranger now heading towards a 4 staff as well, just so she could position himself even better for the shackle shots. He's about to hit level 10, so level 3 shackle shot to come out. And I mean, I really love that hero overall, and the shackle shots, they will come even worse as it levels up, and I think the tier 1 tower is about to fall. The glyph gets used. Will they defend it though? The Naga is coming in, Song of the Siren still on cooldown. And tower still destroyed by the conversions.
Yep, definitely. So the Deny actually failed their cliff being used for anything, and on top we saw the Rubik opening with the Chakuchi, and yeah, Bat Rider doing the rest with the Flame Break. So very nice play there as well at the same time. But yeah, Weaver at the moment, he got the Perseverance up. That means yeah, we're gonna see like a really traditional old school Linken's Rush, and oh, Bat Rider finds the Doom.
Oh, the Doom went out actually on somebody. I'm not sure it was nobody. Did it Doom a creep?
No, he doomed actually Rubik, but yeah, Rubik now being killed by as collateral
Yeah,
damage.
but Massacre should be falling down as well. He gets riptided up. The Swarm is on him as well, and even runs to the tower. Shadowfiend with the ultimate kills the Naga Siren off almost immediately. Now that Dazzle Shallow Graze himself up, he's on the run. One more right click finishes the job. Weaver is back in. Will there be a shackle shot? Exorcism popped as well. Will he throw up the Shadowfiend? Yeah, he does do so.
And
Can the Shadowfiend TP out?
TP.
Yeah, he doesn't have it. So he will go down. He buys the BKB before at least. Shackle unfortunately doesn't hit by the Wind Ranger. Oh, look at that damage!
Oh my god.
What? Massacre
eaten by
comes
the
in now with does want to get the lasso, but he gets silenced up. They're just dying in the exorcism.
Yep, that's not a good idea to run into that exorcism.
Oh
Those ghosts, they just follow you
Goes down.
everywhere.
I can't believe it.
No, this was not a good idea. This is hashtag crow by XPC. Like that Death Prophet ulti, you gotta wait till it's out, especially if 3 of your important people are down. So that is, was it a buyback on the Bat Rider as well?
Yeah, it was.
So this is a buyback double kill, and yeah, Rubik going down because he survived.
Oh, the Malphite on the Death Prophet stolen Rubik. Stole the crit swarm, so some spam coming out. But yeah, this
was
buyback.
greed. This was absolutely greed talking there and playing there, because they thought like, yeah, we got this, even against the Death Prophet ulti. But like, if you're the only target, especially in the jungle, there's no collateral creeps, there's not a creep wave, not a tower, not a second hero, all ghosts targeting you. This hurts. It absolutely hurts. And what hurts even more, in the same time, finally we were finding some farm. I mean, the Trident was not successful, but while they all like pretty much ran into their own demise there in the top line, like Weaver is farming up. And now I think they're gonna try to rotate into the tier 1 bottom push here.
Yeah, the Bat Rider wants to defend, at least with the Firefly. He has to be careful not to get doomed. The Doom has a Blink Dagger as well. And I think this should be the tower. I'm not sure the Doom is just tanking it up. Has the mech as well. Sitting on 11 armor, should be rather fine. And the Glyph comes out. I think they want to defend. There's the Blink. Doesn't get the LSU. The Doom goes out with the Blink. Stuns up the Rubik with the War Stomp, and the Rubik Poison Touch there as well. Now Weaver coming in. He's dropping quite low. Doesn't use the time lapse. Oh, finally does it actually. The mech was used by the Doom as well. 2 heroes down as on the top lane. Enigma took a fall as well. Power shot, just harassing a little bit,
and
but
Rubik actually dying here. Yeah, I'm sorry. Enigma actually died here in the Death Prophet's ultimate here, and they got the tower at the same time. So super Laget, like finding their crowns here and actually getting something done. It's pretty impressive. Now they rotate even into the tier 2. So XPC kind of losing their little advantage they had from the laning stage. So I actually tried to display this on the graphs as well, because I think, yeah, we had a 12,000 experience lead for XPC, and this dropped down now to like 5,000. And when it comes to gold, they had 7,500 and like at its peak, and we're down to 2,500. So Super Laget not quite equalized the graph there, but still, they're finding their fights, their trades, something they want. So yeah. But next dangerous thing is we just see here the Batrider with the invisibility rune, and that's
the Weaver doesn't get the suit. The Sukuchi comes out first by the Weaver.
Oh,
and
that's too bad. The rotation of the supports came a bit too early. He saw them and he was like, oh, something is wrong. Yeah, it's Chikuchi.
yeah, really unfortunate. And XPC, they really like lost grip on the game somehow. I can't believe they could actually lose a fight being that far ahead in XP, but now Dazzle gets lassoed up. They should get the kill before the shallow grave, and yes, they do so with the power shot.
Yep. By the way, that's what I love the most, when Weaver gives you like the swarm, like those little buggers that you know try to give you some scratches here and there. Like if he does that after a fight, or if you escape and then nothing is actually happening, like everybody's saying thank you. Oh, that's 30 gold for each and every one here.
Yeah, it's not bad to farm them up if the opportunity arises. And now Roche is getting taken down quite fast. Shadowfiend is level 16, maxed up, Presence of the Dark Lord. He does get the Aegis now as well, but there's the Song of the Siren. It was a little bit late. Do they still want to go for it though? Doom is coming in. The Doom goes on the Enigma to make sure there's no black hole. The Doom actually got stolen, and it was applied to somebody as well. I think the Death Prophet falling down to it. The Batrider getting a double kill there. Shadowfiend still right-clicking away, but getting slowed down by the Poison Touch. Power Shot flies away. The Aegis gets popped. Doom goes down as well. Excellent fight there for XPC International.
Yep, definitely. Like, unfortunately, like I really wanted to see a Aegis snatch here. Like, sorry XPC, I like your game, but like you don't see that every day. The Naga Stone really just a second, just I don't know, even a split second too late, and they would have actually called the fall of Roshan and could have snatched this Aegis, but unfortunately they decided to still go in, and yeah, Shadowfiend's ultimate hit again 3 people, the Doom being stolen, etc., and Enigma not even dying or coming back actually into the fight using the Mac. Yep, very nice disciplined fight there by XPC.
Oh, the lasso on the Dazzle once again. The Ensnare comes out, but it's too late, and the tier 3 tower is starting to take damage now. I mean, those fights going so nicely for XPC once they're actually all 5 together. The Doom, I mean, he's back, but he doesn't have the ultimate yet. Shadowfiend just right clicks away. He gets ensnared, but blinks away before. Very nicely done. Now the silence on Wind Ranger, but he also managed to wind run before. And they will finally back off. They did over half the damage to the tier 3 as well, actually.
Yep, the damage they did on that tier 3 is actually quite impressive for the fact that they were just like casually hitting it. But by the way, what I wanted to discuss here is as well, like every time a Doom picks up a mech, you asked me again because I said already I don't like it at all, and here it's the same thing. And you know why? Because the Doom is plinking in, going in the front lines, dooming a target, stunning that target with the Centaur stun he has devoured, and it's the same all over again. Just the Enigma mechanism hits 5 people, and maybe even creeps they have with them, may it be in a push, in a fight whatsoever, but the Doom...
Oh, the Doom goes out on the Wind Ranger, but once again he popped the Wind Run before. My god, it just fails.
Yeah, no, this is definitely not enough. He will definitely survive. Now, he's blinking here right now, but yeah, he will survive that Doom easily. No, but what I wanted to say is, like, the Doom, you know, being the front line there for Super Laget, but when he uses mechanism, it's not going on his team. Like, his team does not benefit of this at all. Oh, and Batrider.
Oh yeah, the lasso on the Doom. He's dragging him onto the high ground, so Rubik actually can follow. Gets the telekinesis, but will it be enough? Oh, he stole the Doom, or it was on him from before, maybe. The Doom is dropping low, but the Song of the Siren comes out. As does the Exorcism. The silence was there, but blinks out immediately. And just Super Laget left with the empty hands.
Yeah, I mean, they're still chasing the Batrider here, but yeah, Batrider out there as well, so I don't know, like, also the Doom, like, his ultimate's getting stolen all over again. This is the second time the Rubik gets the Doom here, and this is also a very wasted Death Prophet ultimate. I mean, the cooldown is what is it? Level 3. This is, yeah, it's 115 seconds cooldown. I mean, it's not too much because in about a minute it's gonna be back up again. But still, you use that ultimate for a fight. I don't know, 5 versus 2. And those two escape even. So this is. You always hear me saying when I like that the Daft Prophet's ultimate go from cooldown into cooldown, like from a Roshan into a team fight into a tower, like every 115 seconds something is happening. So far, this Daft Prophet, there were 2 or 3 ultimates that went into absolutely nothing, and this is, yeah, it's just not effective. In the meantime, we see the Shadow Fiend finishing the Assault Cuirass, and the Weaver now picked up his Lincoln Sphere. That actually helps him against the lasso. Unless the Batrider uses the Force Staff on him, and it also helps him against the Malefice of the Enigma, so there's at least, yep, 2 nice spells he can interrupt. Oh, and I forgot, of course, to say the Rubik's Lift, also something you don't want to have on you, so we were definitely a bit more survivability up on him now, but he does no damage so far.
You definitely need some, but oh, there's the ensnare. The Doom comes out, but they don't want to use it yet. Or
he was twice casting. Did you see? He twice interrupted it.
Yeah, he wanted to put it on the Wind Ranger first, but oh, there's the lasso up onto the Death Prophet. He will go down. The right clicks from the Shadow Fiend just too much for her to handle.
Now, like
this, I mean, I think they're just gonna go for the tier 2 and probably even the tier 3 after. The lasso doesn't have a really long cooldown. It's only 50 seconds on the 3rd level, and well,
I think this was absolutely to blame for communication, because I don't know, the Naga and the Doom, they go back simply because they say like, okay, damn it, like there must be more. The Windrunner and the Enigma, we probably get side rotations in there. We go back, but the Death Prophet, like he's not in the same team, just goes straight and gets picked up by the Batrider.
Yeah, now the ensnare was used as well on the Batrider, but nobody initiated on them, and just a wasted spell. I mean, XPC didn't initiate at the moment, but if they would, the ensnare would not have been there. And the weave actually comes out. It's on the Shadow Fiend. He has so much armor, he doesn't really even care about it.
Yep, the weave is running out in a bit, and you're gonna see him rushing against to, yeah, above 30 armor. So, and even if the weave hits at the moment, it is level 1. The Dazzle is level 9 at the moment, so there's just a level 1 ultimate coming out. It just reduces him down to 11 armor, and that's still decent for a Shadow Fiend. And we see another lasso.
Oh, the lasso goes up on the Death Prophet once again, but they don't have the damage at the moment. Song of the Siren comes out at the same time that the Requiem of Souls came. And Death Prophet surviving, that's the most important of this exchange at the moment.
Yep, but it's just a reset of the fight. They're still in. Batrider, Doom faded. The Death Prophet still being low HP, just a bit healed at the moment, and yeah, they can keep going. When the Death Prophet ultimate fades, I don't see how they want to defend.
Oh, they go in for the stun on the Wind Ranger. There's the ensnare as well. Nice Force Staff out on the Naga Siren Black Hole, but he gets silenced straight away. Oh god, how unfortunate was that? And once again, no casualties as the Shallow Grave is on the Dazzle. BKB buffed by the Shadow Fiend. He wants to find some kills. Goes for the right clicks. Mini stun from the Shackle. Nice usage of the Yule's Blink by the Shadow Fiend. Can he get some kills? No, he's missing all the raises. The Dazzle at least went down, but Massacre barely escaping. Finally, the Death Prophet falls. And now Doom is man fighting it up. I don't know if it's a good idea. The Weaver is there to help as well. The Shadow Fiend might drop. He's now running away. Gets a nice force step by his teammates. And the mech comes out as well by the Enigma, but still, they might get some kills. Wind Ranger going down, Naga Siren getting it with the Riptide. They're chasing the Enigma now, can they get it? Oh no, never mind, they want the Shadow Fiend, a higher priority target. They should chase him down eventually.
Yep,
yeah, the Sukuchi coming out as well, and
yep, but all of them even getting low on it. I don't know, XPC... overextension, question mark, diving so deep into in the base while the Weaver is like snacking on your supports. I don't know if that was a good idea. I think they could have put up a more solid fight there around the Araxis instead of this spread. I mean, I couldn't even get it all on the screen because we had here a fight coming up. The Shadow Fiend was almost camping the fountain while the Weaver was against the Batrider and the Enigma, and both of them being out of cooldowns. The only thing was the mini stun coming up by the Enigma. So I don't know, they got really split up, and I think that was kind of lost them the fight. I mean, overall they still lost a tier 3 there for Super Laget and a couple of kills, and I think the Naga bought back. Oh no, actually she survived yeah, the Naga actually survived and came back from the fountain. That's why she was so fast back. But I don't know, kind of equal trade if you take the tier 3 tower out of equation there.
Yeah, it didn't go that bad for XPC, but still they threw away something. I mean, not the game, but just a little bit. Oh, the silence on the Wind Ranger now. He still gets the 4-staff. The blink by Doom wasn't close enough, and the sheep stick by Wind Ranger on the Doom saves him.
That early sheep on him, I mean early. I mean he was the farming one on a dual lane, but there was so much action, so it's still quite something that he actually managed to get that sheep stick pretty fast. So this scythe device is, I like it.
Yeah, it's pretty nice for her, but like I was trying to say before this little engagement happened, I mean, XPC, they could have easily, I think, just killed the Rax, but they blinked in so deep, and it was mostly the Shadow Fiend alone, just going almost actually into the fountain. And I don't know if that was the smartest idea. Sure, they still have quite a huge lead and are likely to take this game, but I mean, any mistake can come and bite you in the ass in the end.
Yeah, did you, like, do you remember when I said at the draft, I think the coordination between Doom and Naga Song is about the most important thing in this game. And in the last fight we actually saw Batrider blinks in, gets instantly doomed, but the lasso was already out, so we see a small engagement here on the Batrider, but yeah, just flying away. No, but what I wanted to say is so, and then the lasso was still up on the Death Prophet, so they used Naga ulti over the Doom. Like, if they would decide, okay, if the bat jumps in, I instantly song and reset the fight.
Oh, the ensnare on the Wind Ranger. There's the weave as well. He's dropping really low, but the lasso up on the Doom to make sure that the Doom doesn't go out on unwanted targets. And now the sheepstick is there as well. Actually, Firefly finally used, but the Doom came after the fact. So he is just escaping. Exorcism gets popped. Enigma dropping really low, actually drops down as well. The Shackle hits the Death Prophet as they're trying to kill the Weaver with the sheepstick, but the time lapse comes out and 3 heroes down with Massacre on the run in the enemy base with the haste rune. Tries to force that away,
he falls down as well. And the Shadow Fiend meant by
yeah, he's going down as well.
So
the spirits from the Death Prophet just wiping them.
So this is an ultra kill for the Death Prophet. Like, again, a messy fight in 3 different spots. The Batrider kiting Doom there. Again, like far away. But yeah, this time his team didn't even need the mech on the Doom. So XPC, this is Throw at its best at the moment. Like, taking this unfortunate fight there. Also no vision, that's the problem. Like, no sentries up against the Weaver, no dust up against the Weaver, no gem on anyone. So pretty dangerous what they do at the moment. They had the lead and they give it away fight by fight. At the moment, yep, the XP is now down to 10k. They were almost at 20. And the gold, well, taking a steep turn downwards at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, they're losing the tier 3 tower now as well. The Doom is coming back. They don't have their massive ultimates. They use the Weave for some extra armor. Doom actually blinks in with his newly acquired Shiva's card just to box them off a little bit. And the Rax even actually might take a fall. The Cliff already on cooldown. Everybody is almost up. There's the lasso on the Doom as well. They will get the Rax. I think the rest of them shoot back off and leave the Doom to die. He is sheeped up as well. He does go down to the Batrider, but they get the Rax and
that's a
everybody
nice
else
trade
survives.
they do there. Yeah, absolutely nice. Like, let the Doom fall. Maybe the Desert even gets a fall, but they have the Rax. By the time they get the counter push, they should be back. I mean, he's just for a minute out, and that Desert will definitely take a fall here.
Yeah, he will just die. The sticky napalm way too much for him to handle. He only has boots of speed, the brown boots.
So XPC actually losing. I actually like the decision there by Super Laget, because they were like, you know, screw it, we're not gonna engage in any fight we might actually lose. Focus that Rax, like 1 or 2 of us might die, but that doesn't matter. And I mean, look, now they try to counter push. Actually, they try to fill in a rush now, so that rush might actually go into XPC's direction there. But in the meantime, we see the Weaver split pushing. A tier 2 is gonna fall to him. They get Roshan, and yeah, then it's a 5-on-5. XPC having the Aegis advantage, but they fight under a tier 3 tower.
Yeah,
So,
I mean, if Super Laget have buybacks, they have the advantage. Weaver sitting on 4.7k gold. I think he wants to get the Desolator.
Weaver doesn't stop. Look at this. Weaver does not stop. He says like, okay, you can push with 5. If you want to trade this tower, go for it.
He'll go back at the last second, I think. The tier 3 tower in the mid lane is dropping down. XPC.Int does get the kill. A nice Link Sphere popping away, but the Batrider gets the ultimate onto Naga Siren. Will they get the kill? There's the sheep as well. They do kill him off. Doom comes in, but he gets sheep. The black hole by the Enigma, but he's going down to the Exorcism Spirits. Oh god, that ultimate is so painful. Massacre now dropping after the fact as well. The Weave minus armor, just so much Doom on the Rubik. The Windranger dropping low as well. Weaver wants to get that kill. He is slowed down.
Yeah,
and I think Rubik goes down to
here,
the Doom, and the Windranger only want to survive.
And Shadow Fiend now. Aegis was popped, but now he's in pursuit.
Yeah, he's gonna get killed twice now. Oh god. XPC International, they're just throwing the game so hard.
Yeah, this was a tier 3 trade and the range tracks for an entire team wipe plus the Aegis. I mean, well, Windrunner survived, but yeah, and you see the drawings coming out on the map, like Naga is drawing, guys, go push, they're dead, we can get into that base on a second set of frags. And yeah, I think it's time to show the buybacks because it's pretty interesting. Everybody except the Rubik and the Naga have buyback, and I think XPC has to use their buybacks now because they can't afford to lose a second Rax here. This would be absolutely deadly for them.
They don't have a glyph either, and now the Desolator is just flying in for the Weaver, which means even more building damage coming out. And the buybacks, I mean, they don't want to use it. They can wait for it. The Shadow Fiend, I think, yeah,
No,
he buys back, but he doesn't have
buyback.
any souls. Doesn't even have the ultimate, and the Rax are just falling so fast. They back off for the time being. I mean, they don't have the Doom as well as they don't have the Exorcism, which they really need as a damage output.
Well,
But once those are up, I think they'll go in.
To be honest, I think that was a mistake by Super Laget to actually go back here. I think they are in the shape of fighting this. And oh my god, the Batrider scouting, and at the moment we see a 5-man smoke coming up here at... Oh my god, this is gonna be evil. If they find someone, that is really gonna be bad for XPC.
Yeah, Naga Siren leading the way, has a Diffusal Blade as well. There's the Doom on the Windranger, Cliff Swarm to hit as well. Weave coming out with the Ensnare on the Enigma, they get the Enigma, no black hole chance. Windranger drops as well. And I think actually Super Laget, they might have this game in the bag now. They're chasing down the Rubik, the Swarm is on him, Yule Scepter used to just catch up. He does get the blink out thanks to the Yule Scepter actually.
So the Enigma still has buyback, but I think no black hole anyway for 40 seconds, that's why he just doesn't do it, so...
Oh, less so on the Naga now, the silence comes out though. Shallow Grave is there as well, Naga still alive, uses the Song of the Siren. The Exorcism is flying around, the Song of Siren actually gets ended now. They want to chase, they want to get the kills. Weaver dropping real low, telekinesis stop, can they get the kill? Yes, they bring down the Weaver before the time lapse.
But he has buyback, he theoretically can come back into the fight if he wants to.
He doesn't use it though, so now he couldn't time lapse anyway. Another defensive weave comes out. The Sheepstick goes on the Doom. They might get the kill. Shadowfin just try clicking for dear life. But the Doom so tanky. Blink Dagger from the Shadowfin lets him chase. Enigma is there. The Malphite's not there. Doesn't use the Black Hole to get the Naga. Very nicely done. I think it would have been a waste.
Doom is down. Now the question is, do they get more out of it? To be honest, I think the Weaver could have made a difference there with the instant buyback and the time lapse, but yeah, they decide not to go, and I don't know. XPC holding everything. Yeah, not a single building has been lost.
Oh, the Lincoln Sphere.
Yep. Too bad. This is the second Lincoln's. Actually, that makes it quite hard for XPC to get that opening because Batrider has to open with 2 spells now on the Weaver and on the Daft Prophet to actually get something done. So the question is now, what does XPC do? Back farming, regrouping, and go, or do they want to just rush into that, forcing the buyback out?
I think they might want to go now and force a buyback, or maybe even try to get a pick off before a buyback. That would be the most optimal for them. They're just going for the melee racks. I think
but
actually Super Laget, they're not gonna buy back.
And do they go for more? Seems like
it. The glyph is there, they might use it. The silence goes on the Shadowfin. For some weird reason Weaver doesn't even want to try to right click. Batrider gets blown up in the air. They're just
either they
waiting
go
for
or
the
they just go back, but it looks like, yeah, I think they go back now.
The Rubik doesn't have too much mana, so actually wouldn't be able to do anything. That's one main source.
Oh,
Now,
Doom is on the
Doom,
hunt.
oh, turns around.
They don't find anything. So yeah, at the moment, for both teams, the mid-raxes are down. Like, slight advantage there for XPC, since it's also the range rax, but that's not too significant actually. What's more significant is that the top lane here is not protected anymore by a tier 3 tower, so if something goes wrong for XPC, Super Laget can definitely break the base much easier. They can go for even Weaver split pushing on the top lane while they push bottom in, for example. So I don't know. At the moment, both teams, a lot of respect coming out of there. I think XPC wants to get some more farm. What I really miss on the Shadow Fiend here is lifesteal. Like, it's really, the lifesteal is just, I think it would have helped him. And I don't know. Also his choice in the early game to go for Aquila and then like selling it very early, because he was already 6 slotted with the items he had, so he had to sell it quite fast. I think
They might catch the Death Prophet. The Linkensies pop, the telekinesis is there as well. Malphite together with the lasso, and that's a huge kill if they get that.
It's
He's
not
still
that
alive,
good.
even a sheep used now. Doom coming in finally with a nice 4-man stun. He's still alive with the Yules, finally dropping down, but the sheep now onto the Doom, and that was a mistake. The Black Hole though gets you, so it might not be that bad. The Dazzle trying to escape, pops the Ghost Setter to try to stay alive, but the Flame Break, huge damage, Shallow Grave, and no buybacks coming out from the Doom, nor the
Doom
Death Prophet.
has buyback.
Oh, Death Prophet doesn't. He's
yep.
missing 40 gold.
40 gold, and they don't go for the rank. They go for tier
Yeah,
4.
This is GG. They're
they
going
wanna,
for the
They want to
GG.
see the GG or the buybacks.
Oh god, how unfortunate. The Doom really shouldn't
They have the
gone in
buybacks.
there.
Why don't they use it? Like, is my displayer wrong? There comes the Dazzle buyback.
Yeah, now Naga dropping down as well. Or never mind, it's the Weaver, not the Naga. What
Yep,
am I saying?
Weaver just
Oh god, the Weaver buys
solo
back.
there.
Doom still not buying back.
Now
Death
it
Prophet,
comes.
Final Death Prophet gets it as well. The Song of the Siren comes out. Oh, this might be the perfect opportunity for them. The Exorcism comes out. Shadowfiend dropping low. Doom up on the Batroid to make sure there's no lassos. Doom actually gets now sheeped up, but they already killed the Shadowfiend. They want more. They will get the Enigma as well. Can they catch the Wind Ranger? Windrunner and Snare is about to come out. Oh, nice shackle onto 2 though. Wind Ranger still running away, trying to escape, but he doesn't have a blink dagger or anything. The Spirit's still chasing him, and yeah, he will go down to them.
Yep, the Batrider denied himself with the Doom there, and I think the Rubik will take a fall as well, so they absolutely clean up like an entire set of buybacks coming out there by Super Laget, and oh my god, I think there's no buybacks anymore.
And XPC, they didn't even finish up the melee racks on the
Yep.
bottom lane,
For some
and
reason.
my god.
I think that's a GG now for Super Laget here.
It
just
actually
pushed
very
this.
well might be. They're going for the Batrider, but the Hex is keeping them alive for the time being. But Weaver should have enough just right-click damage to actually get the GG, and XPC, a huge mistake by them coming out and losing them the game. And I think they will fall out of the tournament because of this now. Oh god.
Yep, I
Big,
don't
big
think they
throw.
can stop it. The clip is out, everybody's just hitting
The
this.
lasso comes out as well on the Doom, but just look at this Ancient dying. There's no way they can defend this. Windrunner buys back as well, and GG gets called.
What
I
a
can't
game.
believe it.
What a game, like, what were we watching here?
Just... My god, I really don't know this. Just epic throw. I mean, not to take anything away from Super Laget, of course. They played really nicely and just fought back and grabbed the winner. Sure, XPC went for overextensions and maybe some slightly weird decisions at times. But I mean, I was counting Super Laget out, but
Yeah.
they just showed me wrong.
Like, on my chart, I saw XPC winning this, but like 3 bad team fights, and I think a couple wrong decisions later, Super Laget just beats XPC. Very sad actually about this result, but like, congratulations Super Laget, that's very impressive show they put up here. Anyway guys, this was brought to you by Heflatv. Like, on a really short notice we jumped into this game, so thanks for watching and thanks for all those who found the stream. I hope you liked it. If you did so, then please /follow, and yeah, I don't know if we got more games today because our schedule just pretty much got thrown overboard by a lot of unforeseen things, so I leave the stream online for a bit, and then let's see what we find. A bit music in the meantime.